I'm Margaret, and I'm 72 years old. And if someone had told me when I was your age that I would spend 10 years of my life trapped in my own body, watching everything I'd built crumble around me, I would have laughed. I would have said, "Not me. I'm too careful. I'm too driven. I've got it all figured out." But here's what took me 50 years and losing almost everything to realize. I didn't have anything figured out. I was just running. And I want to tell you what I learned before you make the same mistakes I did. For most of my life, I believed that living meant doing. The more I did, the more valuable I was. The busier I was, the more successful I must be. I wore my exhaustion like a badge of honor. I'd wake up before dawn, race through my day, collapse into bed at night, and do it all over again the next morning. And I told myself this was what it meant to be alive, to be productive, to matter. I didn't realize I was building a house on sand. When I got sick, really sick, it didn't happen all at once. My body had been whispering to me for years, little signs, fatigue that didn't go away with sleep, headaches that lingered, a heaviness in my chest that I convinced myself was just stress. But I didn't listen. I couldn't listen, because slowing down felt like giving up, and I had too much to prove, too much to achieve, too many people counting on me, so I kept going, until I couldn't anymore. The illness took over a decade of my life. It stripped away my career, the thing I'd sacrificed so much for. It took my independence. I couldn't drive. Some days, I couldn't even get out of bed. And when everything you've used to define yourself is suddenly gone, when all those labels and achievements are ripped away, you're left with a terrifying question: who am I without all of that? I spent months in the dark with that question, angry, confused, grieving for the life I thought I was supposed to have. But something unexpected happened in that darkness. I started to find myself. The real me. Not the version I'd been performing for everyone else. Not the one racing toward some finish line that kept moving further away. Just me. And that journey, as painful as it was, became the most transformative experience of my life. So let me tell you what I learned, what I wish someone had told me when I was younger. First, when your body speaks, listen. Really listen. I ignored so many warning signs, so many moments when my body was begging me to rest, to slow down, to take care of myself, and I thought I was being strong by pushing through. But that's not strength, that's fear. Fear that if you stop moving, you'll disappear. Fear that rest means failure. Your body is not your enemy. It's trying to protect you. And if you ignore it long enough, it will force you to listen in ways you don't want. I promise you, paying attention now is so much easier than paying the price later. Second, stop living 3 steps ahead of yourself. I spent years thinking about what was next. The next promotion, the next achievement, the next thing I had to do. I was so focused on the future that I completely missed the present. And you know what lives in that constant forward thinking? Anxiety, fear, a gnawing sense that you're never enough because you're never where you think you should be. When I was at my sickest, every symptom sent me spiraling into the future. What if this gets worse? What if I never get better? What if I lose everything? And all of that suffering was about things that hadn't happened yet. Things that might never happen. But right now, in this moment, I'm okay. Yes, there's discomfort. Yes, there are challenges. But there's also breath in my lungs. There's also sunlight coming through the window. There's also this moment, which is the only moment I truly have. Being present isn't some abstract spiritual concept. It's practical. It's powerful. It's the difference between living your life and simply enduring it. Third, Look at what you have, not what you're missing. We're taught from such a young age to focus on lack. What we don't have, what we need to get, what everyone else has that we're missing. And we're told that getting those things will finally make us happy. But it's a lie. A cruel one. I took so much for granted. When I lost my ability to do simple things, I realized how miraculous they actually were. Being able to walk without pain, to think clearly, to have a conversation without exhausting myself, to eat a meal without struggle. I have a dear friend, Marvin. He's 90 now, living in assisted living. He tells me about the residents with Parkinson's disease, how something as simple as bringing a fork to their mouth takes every ounce of their energy and concentration. When's the last time you thought about eating? Really thought about the gift of being able to feed yourself without effort? We don't think about these things until they're gone. But what if we did? What if we looked around right now and saw the abundance that's already here? When I was in the depths of my illness, I couldn't see past my symptoms. I was so consumed by what was wrong that I missed what was right. But I had a roof over my head. I had nourishing food. I had a warm bed. I had people who cared about me. I had a gentle dog who laid beside me on the hardest days. The abundance was always there. I just had to slow down enough to see it. Fourth, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting until you're healthy enough, successful enough, ready enough. Stop waiting for the right job, the right partner, the right circumstances. If there's something stirring inside you, something calling to you, listen to it now. I thought I had to wait until I was completely well to experience joy again, to travel, to create, to live. And the truth is, I'm better now, but I may never be completely free of what I'm dealing with. Does that mean I have to put my life on hold forever? Does that mean joy isn't available to me now? No, I can get out now. I can move. I can do things. I can experience this life right now, exactly as I am. We develop this habit of waiting. We let opportunities pass because the timing isn't perfect. We overthink. We overanalyze. We talk ourselves out of things before we even try them. And that becomes our pattern. One missed moment after another until we look back and realize how much life we let slip through our fingers. Make a different habit. When you feel that stirring, that pull toward something, act on it. Not recklessly, but courageously. That's what being alive actually means. Fifth, protect your time and attention like your life depends on it, because it does. These are your most valuable resources, not money, not status, your time and your attention. Everything is fighting for your attention these days. Every notification, every scroll, every distraction. And it's not innocent. These things shape how you feel, what you think about, what you believe, and ultimately, the choices you make. I spent so many years consumed by worry, by negativity, by comparing myself to others. It drained me. It made it impossible to see any path forward that didn't involve more struggle. But when I started intentionally directing my attention toward things that healed me, things that built me up instead of tearing me down, everything changed. And I mean everything. Ask yourself, do the things you're giving your attention to make you feel better about life and yourself? Or do they make you feel worse? Do they move you toward where you want to go or away from it? Your attention is your currency. Spend it wisely. Sixth, be brave enough to step outside your comfort zone. I've pushed myself so far beyond what I thought I was capable of. The old me would have never made a video like this, never shared my story, never been this vulnerable in front of strangers. But I feel so strongly about what I've learned, about how it's changed my life. And I think if I can feel this way after everything I've been through, then anyone can. And maybe that's what we all need right now. More real connection, more honesty, more courage to be ourselves. It doesn't have to be something big, just a small challenge, a tiny step outside what feels safe. And when you do it, when you take that step, you feel so good about yourself. Not because of the outcome, just because you tried, just because you showed up. 7th, tell the people you love that you love them. Tell them what you appreciate about them. Be specific. Don't assume they know. Don't wait for the right moment. It makes them feel seen. It makes you feel connected. And we need more of that. So much more. And finally, the biggest lesson of all, you are enough. You were born enough. For 50 years, I didn't believe that. I thought I had to earn my worth through achievement, through being useful, through being everything to everyone. And then when I lost all of that, I thought I was nothing. But here's what I know now. Saying I'm enough, after 5 decades of believing otherwise, doesn't magically make it true. You can't just flip a switch. Feeling enough requires daily practice. It means being kind to yourself every single day. Giving yourself the same compassion you'd give a dear friend. Believing in yourself even when it's hard. Accepting all of you, the parts you're proud of and the parts you're still learning to love. It's like tending a garden. You have to nurture it, water it, pull the weeds of negative self-talk and harsh criticism. Feed it with gentle words and patient understanding. And you know what? Being different from everyone else isn't a flaw. It's a gift. I don't want to be like everyone else. I want to be me, fully, authentically, unapologetically me. So do something kind for yourself today. And while you're at it, do something kind for someone else too. These lessons changed everything for me. My relationships, my sense of peace, my ability to find joy even in difficult circumstances. I can't give you back the years I lost, but maybe I can help you not lose yours. You don't have to wait until you're sick or until you lose everything to wake up. You can choose to listen now. You can choose to be present now. You can choose to see the abundance that's already in your life now. Don't make my mistakes. Don't wait 50 years to learn what I'm telling you in these few minutes. Your life is happening right now. Not tomorrow. Not when everything is perfect. Right now. Please, don't miss it.